guys, it's Stacia Samaya and not Stacia Samaya, and we're back with another video. Now, disclaimer, I know I look dead. Like, I was outside fighting the heat because I had an orthodontist appointment. It was just a mess. So I'm here with no makeup. So you're just going to have to respect me in my natural form. So today's video is actually a video about my gauges. About how I feel about gauges, the pros and cons to having gauges. Keep in mind, I am not a professional. I let y'all know this in every video that I talk about anything. Like, I'm not a professional. I'm just telling you from my 6-year experience of having body piercings, jewelry, gauges in particular. I had that since the 10th grade. So I'm just telling you based on my experience and the fact that I'm sizing up currently, so I can give greater detail. Along with the pros and cons that I'm doing for this video, I'm actually going to put y'all on to different ways to, like, you know, stretch your ears and, you know, just give little tips and advice, because I wish that I had somebody to do that for me when I was stretching. So y'all can learn from my mistakes, just like that. Simple. To get things out of the way, my ears currently that I have, my ears are 16 millimeters. I want to go to 18, so that's the next size up. I think I'm gonna go to 18 and I'm gonna just stop. I also said that when I was at 00, but I think 18 is big enough for me personally. I gauged my ears by myself. I didn't know that people could go to like a piercer and have them gauge their ears for them. Like, I don't know what that process is like. I just know when I was gauging my ears, this boy was gauging his ears too, and he was like, yeah, my piercer gauges my ears. And I'm just like, I was under the impression that everybody was using tapers. Like, these are tapers right here. This is what I used to gauge my ears from when I was at a regular earring size to what I am now. I just use tapers. Like, that's all I use. Oil, but we're going to get into that. I never went to somebody specifically to gauge my ears, so I couldn't tell you how that process works, because I never heard of it besides when he said it. Like, after that, nobody else told me nothing like that. So what I do typically use to gauge my ears is a type of oil, balm, or something just to soothe my ears and like loosen it up. Also found effective recently, which is crazy that I never like did this throughout my whole years of experience from gauging my ears, is that it's really best to gauge your ears in the shower. So I recently did that when I was going to the 16 millimeter, and you get a little sting. You get the regular smegular sting that you get when you're sizing up, but it literally goes through. It makes the process so much easier. And I was just like, I don't know if it's the heat that gets to it or something, but it's literally way more easy, if that's how you say it, but it's way easier to gauge your ears in the shower than anything else. Like, so you can use the lube, like, you can lube your ears up from the water, but I still would suggest letting the heat of the shower hit your ears and using a type of oil, preferably jojoba oil. This jojoba oil was actually sent to me by the first company that I actually ordered tapers from when I was in the 10th grade. So it's kind of crazy that they're sending me jewelry, and they introduced me to like gauges in the first place. This company is BodyJ4You. They're well known on Amazon. Like, everybody gets their gauging kits and stuff, their piercing kits. Like, they're a well-known piercing company on Amazon, and they do sell ear care products, piercing care products, and body jewelry and all that other stuff that falls in the line of having a body piercing. Like, so they did send me some jojoba oil. I usually use coconut oil, but I heard that jojoba oil is, I think is it jojoba oil or is it jojoba oil? I think it's jojoba oil, but sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But they sent me jojoba oil. I normally use coconut oil, but I heard that jojoba oil is actually more effective, so I will be trying that out when I go to my next size, because that's what everybody else used, all my peers. But I was just the only one out, because I'm like, listen, I live near a market, they got coconut oil, that's what I'm gonna use or whatever. But this is the jojoba oil that they sent me. Jojoba oil that they sent me comes in a little container like that. They also send me ear stretching balm that comes in this tin can container. This balm also consists of different oils such as castor oil, beeswax, jojoba oil, again, almond oil, shea butter. It moisturizes your ears so they can like loosen up to allow you to stretch them. Because if your ears aren't ready, if you're not making your body comfortable enough to stretch, you will get a blowout, and that's just facts. So I do want to shout out BodyJ4You for sending me these items. They also sent me like amazing plugs and stuff. Like these are actually plugs that's stone themed, if you see. These are all like, for example, even these plugs that they sent me are like rose quartz. See, I made sure I sent them the size that's the next size up to what I want to stop at. So that is 18mm jewelry that they gave me. It came in a whole set. Like it's a bunch of them. They just came in the set. So shout out to BodyJ4You. Now the moment that most of y'all probably was waiting for is the pros and the cons. Should you get gauges? Is it worth it? Should you not? Like, that's actually personally up to you. Now I know my list will seem like the cons are outweighing the pros, but if you're really into individuality, like just looking cool, like it's an appearance thing, and it's also like a confidence boost for a lot of people, and it's a conversation starter. Like when you see other people with gauges, like they might check you out and be like, oh my god, where you get your tunnels from? You be like, girl, I got my tunnels from da 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 da. I got my plugs from BodyJ4You. Check out BodyJ4You. And then boom, boom, bada bang, y'all friends. Like, so it is like a good conversation starter, and it's very unique. So to get into the pros, this is a unique style that's very versatile. Still wear hoop earrings, especially when you're wearing tunnels. Like that's the easiest way. And then think about it, stay with me here, because this is something that I had to realize. Bro, when you wear hoop earrings with your tunnels, you don't have to worry about your ear splitting when you're wearing hoops. Like, okay, listen, hoop wearers, y'all know that a lot of times your ears could split. Like it could snag on something from them hoops. Them gold hoops in particular could be too heavy and can cause your ears to weigh down and split. We all got grandmas, we all got aunties whose ears are split, like from doing it in the 90s. When you have tunnels, you put the hoops right through the tunnels give it support to stay on your ear without popping off, ripping, snagging, this, that, and the third. And then boom, you just prevented yourself from getting surgery. But to continue on, with that being said, in the earring category, gauges, like having gauges is, bro, you can literally get so many different types of jewelry. Like it's crazy. Like yeah, you'll miss your studs or whatever, but it's like, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't gauge your ears if you're gonna miss studs. Like you don't want studs. Studs are kind of boring. Like personally, studs are kind of boring, but it's so many different options out there, different design styles, tunnels, plugs. Yo, they even got like the weighted like type one. Oh my god, listen, we could go into this all day, because like the jewelry options are literally crazy. And then like you could DIY so much stuff to even make it look better. Like, so 10 out of 10 recommend on the aspect of uniqueness and versatility. So I definitely give gauges that the 10 points. The 10 points in those areas, I give gauges the 10 points. Last pro is that it's not too painful to size up. Like it's literally like, if you're used to getting piercings, tattoos, if you're used to like all of this stuff, it's not going to be painful to size up at all. Like every time when people that aren't around people with gauges or that's not familiar with gauges, they always like, they always look at me like, do that hurt? Like even kids, they'll be like, oh my god, like you got a hole in your ear. And it's just like, surprisingly, it doesn't hurt when you size up. Like you get a little sting, like you get a little sting, but I'm pretty sure if you can get tattoos and stuff like that, you can get gauges. It's like you have the people that only get piercings, and you have the people that only get tattoos, and then you have those people that's in the middle like me, they get tattoos and piercings. So if you're one of those people that get tattoos, gauging your ears is not gonna, it's not gonna be anything, especially if you got a whole sleeve. Like it's not gonna be, it's a little stinging feeling like ow, but it's not that serious. On to the cons. You can get a blowout, you can get an infection. It's easy to get those things, just like it is with every other person when you don't take care of it. So when you rush the process of gauging your ears, you're making your chances more likely for you to get a blowout, for you to get an infection, this and the third. You can worsen your chances. Like I said, I've been gauging my ears since the 10th grade. I graduated in 2017 from high school. So I've been gauging my ears for a long time, and I'm at this size. Some people, it all depends on your body. Like some people are able to run through gauging their ears. Even though I still don't recommend that, I still recommend taking your time, because what is the rush for? Like, it's more dangerous to rush it than to take your time with it. So you might as well just take your time, even if your body like moves like that when it comes to gauging your ears. Like, still take your time, because you'd rather be safe than sorry. So you do have that one con. The con is that they can get smelly if you do not wash your ears. This all goes down to taking care of your piercings, because a lot of piercings can smell, septum smell. Like, a lot of piercings can smell if you're not washing them, if you're not taking care of them. This is literally like skin stretching, so you have to clean it. Like, it will smell, like, and it will not smell good. Like, you have to clean it when you get in the shower, or when you wake up in the morning, you go wash your face. Clean your ears, clean your ears. So it will smell if you don't. So even though that's kind of a con, but that's also a necessity, it's obvious. Another thing is that it's actually pretty costly to size up constantly, especially when you don't get these type of kits. If you get these type of kits that come with the plug, because after you use your taper, you could switch right over to the plug, like, and that's that. So you don't have to waste money buying plugs for each and every style. You don't have to waste money buying plugs for each and every size that you go to. You literally have it in the kit. So if you know you're not going to be at a 20, for example, a 20 millimeter that long, then you know that, okay, I'm just going to wear these plugs instead of wasting money on other plugs when I'm about to size up in the next like 2 weeks or something to a month. So that is one thing that I give you. I don't know if I already went into this con, but like I said, patience. If I already said it, like I said, patience. This is something that takes time, because you do not want to put yourself at risk, like I said previously. So patience is key. It's not like any regular piercing where it's just a one-time thing. Like, if you're sizing up, you have to be patient with the process. Respect the process. Another con to add is that it can become a little addictive. When people were saying this, I'm like, y'all lying. Like, it's just gauging your ears. How could that be addictive? Like, same with tattoos. How could that be addictive? Like, all you doing is writing stuff on yourself. Like, how could that be addictive, right? It actually can be, because I told myself, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just stay at a 00. I stayed at a 00 for like 2 years, 2-3 years, and I was like, damn, Summer Walker ears look tight. I'm about to go to that. Like, so it is kind of addictive, like, when you're figuring out different aesthetics, because you'll like, a lot of people tend to believe that the larger sizes look better, which they kind of do, because it's more noticeable. Why would you get your ears if you don't want it to be noticeable? So if you're one of these people watching this and you're like, oh, I'm gonna just stay at a 00, we all said that. But like, everybody who started gauging their ears, majority of people said, oh, I'm gonna just stay at a 00 because that's big enough. And it's like, you get to a 00 and you're like, wow, that wasn't actually that bad. Why would I get gauges if I don't want it to be noticeable? We about to go to a 20. Like, you feel me? Like, that's how it normally works. Like, so if you're at a 00 now, if you're comfortable with your 00 and you have no desire to size up, then be my guest. But I'm just saying, like, it's normal to want to size up. So that addiction is kind of normal, to continuously size up. But some people do stop around like the 18-20 millimeter. Like, then you do, like, it's rare to see people at like those super large sizes, but it's normal to see people at like the 18-20, you know, mark. Last con that probably doesn't really apply as much depending on your field of work is that some jobs is iffy about it. Some jobs, but honestly, I feel like a lot of jobs are being more open to piercings and tattoos and stuff like that. I don't feel like you're gonna find you're gonna have a super hard time getting a job, like, because I easily got all of my jobs. Like, yeah, you'll have situations with like facial jewelry, but 9 times out of 10 when it comes to gauges, if you keep it at like a certain size, you can always hide it. Like, they won't know. Like, with my septum, I used to have to flip my septum up to go to work. Like, thank God I didn't have my Medusa during that time, because I couldn't wear my Medusa. But when it comes to things like that, with my hair down, you cannot even tell. It's so many people that never knew that I had gauges, because I used to always wear my hair down and nobody ever knew. But a lot of jobs are becoming more accepting of it. So I just think, like, up to you. So guys, this actually is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please check out BodyJ4You, because it's affordable. Like, you can find them on Amazon. You can go to their website. I'll link them below. You can have fun. They're super affordable, and it's great for beginners. So thank you for watching again. Bye.